Burnout is real, y'all. Hey guys, Daniel here, VSG Dad Life on all the socials. How you doing today? Thank you guys so much for tuning in. For those that I have not met before, I'm just a dad. I've lost 250 pounds with the help of vertical sleeve gastrectomy surgery in January of 2021. Living my best life. Before I go any further, just want to say I'm not a doctor. Please consult with your doctor before you try anything that I may suggest. All right, so you've read the title. Don't go to the gym. Don't go to the gym. Just don't do it. You don't have to, really. Don't do it. Just kidding. I don't care. Go to the gym. Don't go to the gym. Do what you want. But if you're killing yourself at the gym and it's not working, maybe you need to chill. Maybe this is a trick for you. Maybe not. We'll find out. So burnout is real, y'all. So pushing yourself harder and harder without getting right with food is going to cause you to fail. It is. It's going to cause you to fail. When you work out too hard, you eat. When you work out hard, you eat. When I work out hard, I eat. I get more hungry, even with the pouch. And sometimes I don't eat the best. Yeah, let me go back here. The biggest thing that I preach and that I've heard is that you cannot outwork a bad diet. You just can't. I lost weight at some times. I would get down to 350, being up in the 400s, or close to the 400s, but I was still eating like I was working out good. I played football in high school. I played football since I was 8 years old to 18. For 10 years, I played as a kid. I was always offensive line. I was a big kid, but I knew what I needed to do to lose weight, and I would work the out of myself, and I would diet for a while. But as soon as you stop one of them, you start to fail. And then once you start to fail, that's when I stopped both of them, and then jumps up even higher than it was before. So yeah, that's literally the problem. Why diets never worked and working out never worked for me before surgery. Because I wasn't right with food first. I wasn't getting right with food. I would just work myself to death, live in this diet culture, and then get burnt out and skyrocket from there. So it never worked. That's why I decided when I got this surgery, I was doing things different. I was working to get myself right with food first. So that's what I did. And that's what I suggest. I suggest getting right with food first. Yes, we have that pressure to work out. Everybody's on Instagram, everybody's on YouTube, everybody's on TikTok. They're just busting their ass and their good meals. They don't show you the part where they're sitting on the TV killing a bag of chips. That happens sometimes. That happens to all of us. I still do it. I still eat like sometimes. But for the most part, I've gotten right with food. I've gotten better. I'll give you some examples on different ways that I changed my relationship with food that maybe can help you guys out. The biggest one is portion size. In the United States, the portion size is crazy. You hear it all the time. But until you realize how much your body really needs to survive, you realize that one portion out in a restaurant is enough for 2 people. A regular size portion is enough for 2 people. Any 2 people. Guaranteed. Me and my wife, we eat one meal, we share it, and we usually have leftovers. That's how big these portions are. And I was eating these full portions. I was eating 2 meals. Fast food. You get your meal. Get the Chick-fil-A meal, number 1, with an extra sandwich. And sometimes some strips too. Now, I can't finish a kid's meal. And that's plenty. I'm doing great. Gaining muscle. Look at that. A little bit there. A little bit. So yeah, portion sizes are ridiculous. Nobody needs that many calories. So with eating less, I'm learning to enjoy my food more. Those of us who grew up big, those of us who enjoy food a lot, we get a dopamine hit. And you get that dopamine hit when you taste something good, something that you like. Your body's like, give me more, give me more. And give it to me fast. But that dopamine hit is never gonna increase the more you eat. It will not increase. So you get the same feeling up here whether you eat a little bit or you eat a lot. It's like when you drive a car off the lot. As soon as you drive it off the lot, it loses most of its value. Well, as soon as you take that first bite and get that first dopamine hit, it loses that value. Just like drugs, any drugs, you start needing more and wanting more, and you keep taking more and more to try to get that same value, but it's not. It never lives up to that first bite. So to build on that, I mean, everybody here is, you're supposed to chew your food more. Chew your food more. They tell you chew your food longer, but you don't hear why. They don't tell you why. You can enjoy it more. Keep that food in your mouth for a little bit longer. Enjoy the flavor. And then swallow it all of it. Get all the flavor out of your mouth. And then you have a more intense flavor on that second bite. So yeah, that calorie to enjoyment ratio is what I wrote in my script. It drastically decreases after that first bite. Let me put my bachelor's of psych into work here. So we all know all of our senses, taste, they're just electrical signals going to your brain. So these electrical signals, your taste buds, they get bombarded with the flavor, and they need more and more time to recover in order to send a stronger signal. So it's called sensory adaptation. When you bombard your senses with something, it takes more and more of that one thing to keep feeling. Say you put your hand in a warm or an ice water. After a while, you get accustomed to it, and it has to be colder for you to feel cold. But once you take that hand out of the ice water and you put it into some regular temperature water, it feels warm because your hand has been bombarded with this cold, and now it feels this room temperature, and it's like, oh, that's hot. So it sends warmth signals. Same thing happens with your food. Once your taste buds get bombarded with the flavor, and when you just keep shoveling the food in, like I used to do when I was 400 pounds. Like I sometimes see my son doing, I'm like, bro, chill out. We don't need to shovel it. Just take slow bites, chew it all, savor the flavor, swallow all of it, let your tongue recover. That's what you're doing. You're letting your tongue recover so you can get more sense out of the flavor on that second bite. Have a meal for the camaraderie and the enjoyment of doing something with your family instead of just shoveling the food in. And you'll end up enjoying it a lot more. That was the biggest thing for me. So like I said, I started finishing a full bite before I take another one. You clear your mouth, swallow all the food, finish everything, talk to your wife for a little bit, then take another bite. And that second bite, it's not quite as flavorful, but it's almost as flavorful as the first. You end up enjoying it more. So don't go to the gym. Why don't you go to the gym? Because you need to get right with food first. Excuse me. You don't need to. I needed to get right with food first before I went to the gym. To this day, I still haven't stepped foot. I'm cheap. So I have a little shoulder, arm, back routine that I do with 15-pound weights in my bedroom. A few times a week. I do yoga a couple times a week. I stretch daily. I'll do a separate workout video on kind of what I do, and it's actually very minimal as far as workout goes, but I've increased my activity level dramatically. I have a 5-year-old. I am outside with that kid every single day. We are playing outside, we're playing soccer, we're jumping on the trampoline, we're doing something. Out here cutting this lawn. Look at that. Taking care of that. Doing all the yard work. Taking care of these plants. Gorgeous plants we got here. You just need to move, but you have to find that extra. Park at the back of the parking lot. I don't like people touching my car, so I always park at the back of the parking lot anyway. Pick up new activities with movement. I picked up skateboarding. I got a motorcycle. Compared to not sitting in a car with AC on, a motorcycle is more work and it takes more out of you. So just find other activities to keep yourself moving. You don't always have to be at the gym. And if that's what you like to do, if you just like to throw iron, more power to you. I'm gonna be working with a trainer soon. Right now we're gonna start doing exercises outside of the gym, but eventually I'm going to make my way back in there. I want all that flab gone. That was all fat before. Now it's muscle, because I don't carry any fat in my arms. So around 18 months out, still have not stepped foot in the gym, but I will soon. Let me know, how long did it take for you guys to get in the gym? 18 months out, still haven't stepped foot. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. Please like and subscribe to VSG Dad Life on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, and YouTube here. Go ahead and click that like button before you leave. Please subscribe to my channel. See you guys every Tuesday and Thursday. I hope you guys have a great one. See you later.